I'm Owen Chamberlain from TNT alongside Jack Adler and Connor Bertakis, and we're going to be talking about Game 7 in 2016 NBA Finals tonight. Jack, what are your predictions? Do you think LeBron James can make history tonight?
I mean, LeBron has been absolutely electric all series. The way he's been able to will his team all the way back to a Game 7 is something we've actually never seen before in NBA history. And if LeBron James is able to pull it out, that would be one of the most historic things of all time. I know him and his teammate Kyrie Irving. They have both been great, especially these final few games. And I personally think LeBron pulls it off tonight. I mean, with all the momentum that the Cleveland Cavaliers have, winning 2 straight, I just really think that LeBron pulls it off tonight. I mean, I think he'll give it all he got. I think both teams are going to give everything, and it should be a high-scoring battle, but I think LeBron's going to pull it out.
Connor, what do you think the Warriors have to do to stop LeBron from making history?
Well, I think the Warriors are just going to start to lock in. I think Curry's about to just go off, and he's just going to end this little fairy tale thing that they're trying to create. Draymond Green, he's going to lock up their big guys, and Klay Thompson, he's just going to do his job and catch and shoot all his threes and make all of them that he needs to. So I think the Warriors are just going to finish this job tonight.
Do you think LeBron James goes down as the best player in NBA history if he completes this task tonight?
I mean, I personally think this will be one of the greatest feats in NBA history. So, I mean, it isn't a bad take to say that LeBron would be the greatest of all time. But I think with only 3 rings, that would be a little bit crazy to say, given that Michael Jordan does have 6. But, I mean, this accomplishment on his resume would be something incredible. It's not a bad take at all to say that LeBron will be the GOAT.
What do you need from players? What do you need from role players tonight? We all know that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson need a big game, but what do you need from other players like Draymond Green and such?
Well, I think you need, Draymond Green. I think he needs to do his basic stuff. He doesn't really need to shoot threes, sometimes, because he's not really a knockdown shooter from that range. I think he needs to stick to the mid-range, close-range shots, and just do the basic stuff. Don't make it complicated for the team, and just stay relaxed throughout the whole game and set the pace.
And I will ask you the same question, Jack. What do you think the Cavaliers need to do? We all know LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time, but say he has an off game. What do other players need to do, and who do you think the other players are that need to step up?
Well, I just think a bunch of players just need to step up. You need to fill your shoes if the next guy can't perform. I mean, someone like J.R. Smith. We all know that J.R. Smith can catch fire at any point. We've seen it in years past. If LeBron James or Kyrie Irving has an off night, players like Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Channing Frye, they all need to step up and fill those shoes. I mean, they're definitely capable of doing it. We've seen it. They just need to do it tonight. They need to hit their shots. We know J.R. Smith can hit threes whenever the clock is ticking, but we just need all the players to step up.
Follow-up question, Jack. What do you think the Cavaliers need to focus on and emphasize on running the Warriors off the 3 because they are one of the best scoring teams of all time?
Yeah, I mean, they just need to play good on-ball defense. We know Steph Curry will never be truly stopped, but you just need to contain him. Send a double at him every few plays. I mean, Klay Thompson will always be an open 3-point shooter. You got to be on Klay Thompson. And Draymond Green, while he's not the biggest offensive threat, he can still get you buckets. So, I mean, you just got to focus them off the 3, make him get in your paint, and try to contain him on the 3-point line.
Final predictions tonight, Warriors versus Cavaliers, Game 7, 2016 NBA Finals.
Yeah, Game 7, I'm going to have to save the Warriors. I think Curry's going to go off. Klay Thompson's going to shoot the lights out, and I think the rest of the players are going to fill their role and close this little thing.
Jack?
I think LeBron James finishes it off, gets his ring, and wins in a 108-102 ring. LeBron will put up 32 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds, and close it out with a Finals MVP.
Well, you heard it here first. This is TNT with Owen Chamberlain, Connor Bertakis, and Jack Adler, and that was the 2016 NBA Finals predictions.